Hello, my name is Leo, and welcome again to a new day of the Elder Scrolls Arena. We are traveling. Oh god, what's the name of that city? I don't know. You know what? We'll find out when we get there. Wait, when do we get there? It was a 3-day journey, if I'm not mistaken, so we should arrive there. Wait, hang on. So today is Friday. It was yesterday we were fast traveling. So that means Wednesday we started. If it's a 3-day journey, then it must be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we're going to arrive there Saturday or Sunday. Excellent. Great. Hopefully, that's right, I remember now, because I was thinking, fingers crossed we arrive Saturday, because it'll probably be Saturday night. We'll do a little bit of things Saturday, and then we'll have a full day's worth of shut up and play on Sunday. Right. It's all making sense now. Has anything been going on with the Borderlands 2 loot hunt? No real updates. There was all those skins that I told you about a few days ago, but since then, nothing much has been happening. All right, well let's get into what's been happening with my life. Oh god. Okay, so here's what happened. I'm not saying that women are bad drivers. I'm not saying that Japanese women are even worse drivers, but the waifu crashed the car. Yeah. So we were in a hurry at the time. Okay. Now let me set this up. Okay, so if you can imagine our front driveway. Our front driveway is about 2 cars wide. Then behind that there is one of those long gates. Now this is the typical sort of long gate that you get in Japanese houses. It's just really long and it's about waist height and you slide it across, and then inside is your actual carport. Now to date, we have never actually parked any of our 3 cars inside the carport. We always leave it outside the gate, just parked. Like how I said, there's 2 cars wide. So there's with 3 cars. 1 car is parked all the way over on the other side. Let's not even talk about that car. But we've got the dad-in-law's car, and we've got our car, which is actually the dad-in-law's car that we're borrowing for the time being, and I'm paying for all the insurance and petrol and upkeep on it. So we've got Dad's car's on the right, our car's on the left, right? Now in front of our car is where the long gate is. The long gate's only 1 car wide. So the long gate opens, you can drive in there. Now previously there was nothing beyond that point. There was a little bit of concrete, you could park maybe 2 cars end on end, and then there was grass. Now we recently renovated the whole area and concreted the whole backyard. So now there's more freaking car park space than you can throw a stick at. Never mind that immediately, the dad went and used up almost all of that space with just crap. Like, we actually need car park spaces for our current job, and we were in a bit of a pickle before because we didn't have enough car park space for the amount of customers we were getting. Now we've got all the space in the goddamn world, yet there's just a hose, just a hose that's just in the middle of the car park. Or Dad comes home, he drives it in, and he parks diagonally in the middle of the car park. Okay, so after you've gone through the gate, right, on your right there's this large concreted area, and there's enough space for 2 cars again to park there. So totally you could have 2 cars in the back, you can have another car in the back on the left side, maybe 1 more, you could possibly squeeze in another one, and then you could have the 1 car where the dad's car used to be in front of the gate, and maybe 3 or 4 other cars parked in front of the cars that I mentioned before. But if you do that, then obviously the cars behind them can't get out. And we try to avoid that. So, anyway, I had a talk, and I said, listen, you can't park diagonally in the car park because then only 1 goddamn car can park there. And if we park where we normally park, which is in front of the gate, and you park inside the gate, then you can't get out because we're in the way. One time, he almost tried to drive through not through the car per se, but like there is a tiny, tiny little gap between us and the front gate, and he was trying to like diagonally drive around it. I'm like, no, it's not gonna work anyway. Whatever, that's not the topic for today. The topic for today is the fact that the wifey crashed the car. So the car was parked beyond the gate. So it was behind the gate was closed, okay? We were in a rush and we had to go real quick. I needed to go to the toilet, so I did. I am usually the guy who drives. I got an international driver's license. I'm actually a really good and safe driver, unlike the other person that we're talking about. Anyway, I'm taking a piss, and I hear this boom, and I'm like, oh my god, what? Maybe she just opened the gate like really furiously. I'm not sure. I go outside, and she has full on smashed into the back of the gate with the back of the car. So the car is nose in, right, in the car park, and she's just backed in, and the absolute force, the velocity at which she contacted the gate that was not fully opened because she didn't open it all the way that you need to because it's only one car wide. So she didn't open the gate all the way. She slammed right back into it, maybe going like 20 kilometers an hour, which is really funny because there's only about a meter to actually pick up speed. And she's fully dislodged the gate from its actual housing, so much so that it cannot be put back on there, and the gate is now completely broken and cannot be closed. It's now permanently open. Not only did that happen, but the back bumper of the car received damage, and like, well, basically a little plastic bumper bar on the back of the it's a Mitsubishi Pajero Mini, and it just like is hanging off. It's like hanging out. I went to town on it and I bashed it with my hand, and I actually fitted it back in, and it was in. Right? There was a small crack, but it was in and it was secure, and no one would have been the wiser. What happens? Well, the wife told the dad came out and immediately ripped out the bumper. And I tried to put it back in there, but he had fully ripped it out and there was no way I was getting it back in there. So they put it back in and they duct taped it, and I'm like, it's so much better if you didn't duct tape it, because the duct tape, it's not duct tape, it was sticky tape, it was clear tape. So, but like at night time, when a headlight flashes against it, it's so shiny you can totally see that it's friggin' sticky taped on, which is worse than what it was before. But anyway, I've been living with that, but without no real warning, the dad actually took it in for repairs. At our not next door neighbours, but just up the road, there's like a smash repairs, which looks really super dodgy because all the cars in that place have been there for months, and they are in the exact same condition that they were 6 months ago. Nothing has happened with them, and I'm really in fear now because now I don't have a car. Right, we are actually now sharing the dad's car. And I've driven his car a couple of times because I've had to like park it down the road a couple of times, but I've never driven long distances, and I'm going to talk to you about this tomorrow. But oh my god, it's really uncomfortable. I did not think that. I mean, a Pajero Mini is a small car, and I've got huge legs. I'm like almost 2 meters tall, but you know, it's still comfortable for me to drive. This car, no, completely nothing. But that is a story for another day. In other words, tomorrow. But, yeah. Oh, God. I mean, so not only did she crash the car, but she wasn't even out of the driveway. She wasn't even out of the car park yet. She crashed with the gate. Oh, God. Anyway. That's that. This is this. And my name is Leo, and I'll see you next time.